So it's been a while since I've had my camera in vlog mode. Here's the deal. I'm going to be, over the next few days, redoing my entire studio. I'm going to try to bring you along as much as I can. Up until this point, everything done in this room, studio by the way, that's a secret code word for fourth bedroom. Oh snap! But up until this point, everything I've done in here has been for YouTube. Well, I'm going on television. And so I need to create a TV studio in my bedroom. I'm going to try to bring you along the way as much as I can. But really the priority has got to be getting everything, handled in here. So I'm going to start probably in the next few minutes, maybe even. Well, I gotta get kids from school. I should probably just take it easy till I get them and then come home and start going nuts. But basically, what I've got to do is I've got to turn the studio into a TV studio. And basically what I'm doing is I'm creating fake walls in front of these I can show you the double doors. So in front of those double doors, I put that blue there because I'm going to put some stuff in here and it's going to be ugly. And at least the blue looks nice from outside at the pool. And then also, these walls right here, that's just styrofoam insulation board that I covered in some Savage seamless paper. It's been okay for what I've been doing, but it's covering up this window. Well, I'm going to get rid of this. I don't know if you can see that. Got my room air conditioner. We did a little bit of stuff in here. I think I've got the air conditioner figured out in this room. But I'm also going to cover up this window. And so the wall, the fake wall, is going to come past this window. It's going to cover up these windows, or these doors. It's going to come around. We're going to replace this wall, which I have loved, and it'll make me so sad to take that down. But we're going to replace this, and all of that's going to, those fake walls are all going to be shiplap. So we're going to use white shiplap. We're going to Joanna Gaines it, son. And then from there, we'll decorate. And all the camera equipment and everything will be on the other side of the room. So hopefully you'll get to see what's going on as I get into it. But I'm going to be moving my office and a lot of my music stuff out of here. And it's going to create a measure of chaos in the house. And I got to figure out how to manage that chaos at some point. So that's what's going down. I just did a little bit yesterday in here. Today I really have to get on it because tomorrow the shiplap and everything arrives. I don't want it out in the garage for a long time, so I kind of want to be able to like get rolling. If I can, like tomorrow, if I could at least cut everything down and be in position to just start getting things up, that'd be great. So for the most part, everything on this side of the room, I'm going to kind of leave alone for now. I'm going to take the keyboard out of here today. I'm going to pull the paper down, so got to pull that light down, but this wall's got to come down. So it's early. I don't want to start making a bunch of noise in the house. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean up, you can see my thing here. I'm going to clean that up and then get that ready to just be rolled out of here. That's probably going to go live in the garage when it's all said and done. And if we're lucky, I'm going to have just enough room in this closet to put a shelf in there, like a little shelving unit, and I can do a little bit of storage. But this is all moving to the center of this wall, so I'm going to have more access over there. So that's the plan for today. By the way, I'm like redesigning the studio right now, and that's all cool. But what is really crazy is the tech that we're doing. Like, the technology is pretty freaking awesome. Yeah. Also, little fact, I was filming in 24p, which is cool for movies and stuff. But now that I've got TV on the brain. Gotta do 30. 29.97, is that what it is? Gotta make sure that's where I'm living. So I updated the camera setting. Studio is done. Are you ready to see it? Let me show it to you. Booyah! Okay, I want to show you around. This may be a little disjointed. I'm actually going to turn on some different lights than what I'll actually use to record with, just so you can see some things that aren't lit right now. But let's start with the fact that this is kind of the layout of the room. This was the double doors. This is where the paper background used to be. This is where the window was. And this is the equipment wall, the big plywood wall that I had up. So I was able to go through and do shiplap all the way around the room on this rail system, or on a frame that I just put outside of the wall. But also you'll notice I put up a rail system so I could attach lights there. Those are just work lights from Lowe's. I've got my Godox SL60s. I've got 3 of those, one there, one there, one there. I don't remember what this is, but it's a bigger Godox light, just a little bit more light. So over here, I have my touch screen. Also, if you want a touch screen like this, there's a link in the description to one of these. I really like it. I have my ProcSun pulpit, which they gave me an incredible deal on this because they just wanted to bless the ministry. And I'm going to be doing a review on this because I was just really appreciative of what they did. And I've loved this pulpit forever. This is my 3rd one I've bought, obviously the first one for myself. I've got some lights up here that help light the background, one right there. And so the real engineering feat I had to do, though, was this curtain system, because I needed a way to hide my door. That sign's really important. Tells people I'm recording. The white tape is because I've walked into the curtains a few times. Not good. But anyway, this hides my door, kind of makes it look like a little curtain column. Just a little bit of adjustment there because I am coming in and out the whole day. But then it looks, you know, like it's not a door. Pretty cool, huh? Just looks like a curtain. And so I used a shower curtain, and a right angle shower curtain, and I cut it down to size and mounted it that way. It is not being held up with the clips. The clips are just keeping it in place so it doesn't slide back and forth when I'm opening it up. I have one little extension cable back here because the plug is behind the wall, obviously. I have a plant coming in that's going to go right here. It's going to take like 10 more days for it to come in. I'm like, all of this, and y'all going to hold me up on the plant? Good grief. So I've got my table out. I can still use this. I probably won't use it as much. I can push that in, and just because it's on wheels, so I can just push it out of the way. I'm on a cable and I'm one-handed right now, so I can't show you. But a lot of what I'm going to be doing is using the pulpit and using the touchscreen. So I'll be doing more touchscreen stuff. Fingers crossed, I hope. So now that brings us over here, okay? So first thing is, I have this bookshelf for storage. This is one of the bookshelves that used to be behind me. This is where the camera that I'm holding goes. So there's really nothing to show, but everything else will pretty much be exactly like it. So that's one of the shots that comes over. I have, these units don't automatically turn on, which is sad because everything's so automated. But actually all of this automation is so my camera's automatically shut off at night. Because I have a friend who left his camera on for like 7 weeks and forgot about it, and it broke. So I have everything automatic where it will shut down. It might get left on all day, but it will shut down at night. So here's the deal. I'm going to kind of walk you through slowly. So let's go through the cameras. Every camera records into an Atomos Ninja V. This puts everything on a hard drive. Okay. Also, if you use a Ninja, one of the worst parts about it, if you're a first-person filmer, is getting into the hard drive in the back. But I found these cables, and so I use an extension cable, and that way I can just be down here with the hard drive. So I record into the hard drive. That's a trippy view right there because I can see the camera on the camera. But everything records into here. Okay. All of my Ninja Vs, I have 4 of them, are time code synced. I have a sync module back here, so they time code sync. Along with my audio into the Mix Pre 3, I have a time code sync unit for that as well. So when we multicam that into Premiere, it's really helpful. Now, I've been using the A10 Mini Pro for a lot of stuff, but I'm using this basically just for live streaming, for Zooms, and also for previewing all of the camera feeds right now. So that's the camera unit. Then I have this big 50-inch television with a Mac Mini M1 on it. This is running Ecamm for live stream. It's got the A10 Mini going into it. It's also where Pro Presenter gets run, so I can do all of my scriptures and stuff live on the fly. Pro Presenter gets recorded into this A10 Mini right here. And all of my blank screens are green. So all I have to do is do a green screen on it. I can alpha key that, or not alpha key it, but I can key that out, chroma key it out. And then I don't have to do a lot of editing on it. It's just ready to go. So the view for the TV is here. If I want to get the computer up here, I can as well. So I can do a secondary screen for the computer if I want to, because this Ninja V also outputs into the A10 Mini. So little odds and ends for you to know. Let's see. So continuing on, I have this camera, same setup as the other camera. This one will be wide, but because it's going to be shot in 4K, I can go tight with it. Very cool stuff. Now over here, I've got my Mac, iMac, pretty decked out. This is what I've been using for over a year for editing. I have a multi-dock from Blackmagic. What I'm using the multi-dock for is I take all of these hard drives, slip them into there, and then I can edit straight off the hard drives. I don't even have to import the footage, which is going to save a lot of time in terms of getting stuff out. We'll still archive, but we'll probably convert, and you don't want to know all that. This is an extension of the iMac, but also I can change it over because I'm visually impaired. And that's a small screen, and so I can change it over. And when I come over here, now that is also the Blackmagic A10 Mini. Bam! So then I have this camera as well. Big hard drive for lots of archive storage. So yeah, so this is kind of the deal. So lot of light. The reason I did the lights this way, I've never set up lights this way where there's basically like a square of lights, is because now no matter how I'm teaching, I can be lit well. So every light is simultaneously a fill light, a key light, and a hair light. So like that's my hair light right now, but if I turn around, now it's my key light. And see, I'm just well lit from every angle. I mean, look at that. Wow. It's the first time I'm really seeing it. So if I want to come in and do something where I'm over in the corner here, you know, I can do that. Or if I want to do a shot where I'm over here talking about it with everything in the background, I can do that. So when I'm not filming and not doing stuff, I am just kind of leaving this up against the wall for the time being. Ugh. Got this cable in the way. I got to figure out how to get that out of the way. So there it just kind of tucks away. Real easy. And yeah, so I mean, that's the whole bit. And I've got a little bit of extra equipment over here in case I need it on the fly. I'm going to be going to a lapel mic more often, so I'll be using a lapel. I might get a handheld at some point if I start wanting to not be on the lapel, but just want to be handheld. The thing about the lapel is you got to wear the right clothes. Y'all been wondering why I've been wearing jackets lately? I didn't start wearing jackets to go on television. I started wearing jackets so I have a place to put the lapel. Because when I put it here, it just does this and it looks dumb. Trust me, I'd like to be just in what I'm wearing every single day. Trying to think if there's anything else to share with you. Got my bass amp in here. So I can bring my bass over. I'll probably get a single stand so I have one bass in here. I can play just for a couple minutes every day. But this was really simple to do. I think it took me a total of 5 days. Got about, of this, all the shiplap and everything, I think we were in about $1,000. I've got about another $1,000 of just odds and ends that have come into the room. That's not including everything that we already have. So total, if you want to know the total cost of this studio, we're probably, that'd be $1,500, $2,000, $4,000, $6,000. So that'd be what? $7,500, probably $1,000 in the lights, $8,500, $1,000 for all the shiplap, and the other $1,000 that we've spent. That's probably what, 9, 10, somewhere there. I think I lost count, so we'll call it 9 to be conservative. Computer equipment and everything, we're probably between the 2 computers, the televisions, and the hard drive and accessories, we're probably at 3, 4, 5, probably 5,000. So we'll call it 14,000 that we've got in the studio. I mean, how blessed are we to have $14,000 worth of equipment to help people experience grace for life through Jesus Christ. And the only thing, if you ever want to start this stuff, the only thing I would encourage you with is don't buy cheap stuff to get started. Don't scale up. Save and get the thing that you need. I have so much junk that just floats around that I can't bring myself to get rid of. It's not worth selling. It's not worth giving away. Just get it done as well as you can the first time and then stick with it for a long time. So I'm going to stick with this for a while. And I will tell you, the only thing I'm changing is I have a small, down here, I have a small television that's about the same size as this. I'm going to change this out to a TV. This is a little shiny, the screen is. What I like about it, it comes on automatically, which is really nice. But I'm going to change to the TV so I have another input as well. So I'll have that and I'll have another input. So I'm really excited. This is it, guys. If you want to know what's used in here more than anything else, multi-strips. We have so many plugs. I got multi-strips plugged into multi-strips. We are probably not up to code. So I appreciate you guys. Hey, if you want to support what I'm doing with Grace for Life, again, none of your giving has gone into this room. I just want you to know that. All of this has been paid for out of pocket. But if you want to help with what we're doing with Grace for Life, especially with the TV ministry and the additional ads that we want to run, and I did a whole budget today for about $30,000 a month of how we can really get ministry out there. But right now we're real low on that list. As of today, our giving has gone up a few $100s. We're right at $700. But if you want to help support the ministry, you can go to jasonmayfield.com/give, and that is one of the best ways to do it. And so if you are a pastor, a preacher, minister, and you want to do this stuff, I highly encourage you doing it. Go do it. Go win the world for Jesus on the internet. So anyway, listen, that's the whole deal. You got the tour. You saw me kind of put it together. I hope you're excited to actually see it in use. I'll give you a slow pan or a slow pan of the whole room, and then I'll let you go.